Longhorns Nation. First question I think everyone had after the game was, dude, what happened? More specifically, what happened to our offense? Coming off the 2024 season, it was not uncommon for Texas to go on scoring tears in games, and certainly not uncommon for UT to go over 30 points in any given matchup. So a lot of us were left wondering, man, what happened yesterday? You know, Arch did not have a good game, and I certainly am glad that he owned up to that after the game. Quite honestly, that doesn't bother me too much because he's a human being. And this was the first road start of his career. So you know what? Everyone gets a mulligan, and I think Arch is included on that list. He'll get better as the season goes on. What was more concerning to me, though, than the quarterback's performance was the nature of the offense itself. Because it seems like Sark completely redesigned the offense for a pocket passer. So in other words, the product we were looking at on Saturday, it reminded me of the offense that was designed for Chris Sims or Major Applewhite. It was designed for a pure pocket passer. But that's not what Arch is. He is a dual threat quarterback. And we saw that with the handful of runs that he performed against Ohio State. So it really makes me wonder why we did not have more of a run-pass option offense yesterday, an RPO. Because to me, it seems like that would be the most natural fit for our quarterback and his talents. At the very least, we could run the same offense as we did last year with Quinn, who was a lot less mobile than Arch, and I think be very, very successful because there's a lot of high-skill players on offense, a lot of fast players who are just wanting to get the ball in their hands. And if you can do that, you can let them create in space. So I think that's my biggest concern from Saturday is the offensive overhaul really didn't seem to click. And I think that's why the offense is struggling. We don't have a pocket passer quarterback. We have a dual threat quarterback. So why don't we design the offense around him with the idea of getting the ball to players in space and letting them create? And if we can do that, I think the sky is the limit for this team. The reason I say that is if you look at the box score, the defense performed admirably. Like if you look at this box score, you would ask, man, how did Texas not win this game? Because Texas held Ohio State to 215 total yards, and that includes only 89 on the ground. Buckeyes' third down efficiency was only 25%. They went 3 for 12 on third down. Their average yards per carry on the ground, just 2.9 yards. So if you look at the box stats, you have to wonder, man, how did we not win this game? Well, it all comes down to the offense. And I think more specifically, it comes down to offensive scheme. Having said all that, I think we're going to be just fine. I don't see the need for panic or doomsday right now because the fixes that need to take place really should be pretty simple to implement. Our defense, our special teams were both outstanding Saturday. We just need to make some tweaks on offense that utilize the talent we have. So no, I'm not jumping off board the hype train just yet. Certainly it was a disappointing loss against Ohio State in the shoe. Certainly I thought we could have played a lot better and given ourselves a real chance to win. Having said that, the problems that we see, for the most part, are quite fixable. In fact, the only nagging problem I see that's a hangover from last season is that short yardage issue. We still are struggling in short yardage issues, and I don't know why. To me, that screams a scheme problem on the offensive line. But hey, I'm not a football coach. I'm just a fan and an alumnus. As always, though, I'd love to hear what you have to think. Are there other fixes that need to be made? Or are the problems just way bigger than I'm describing here? Am I missing something? Am I missing a more systemic issue at play? If you feel that way, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I am Kevin saying God bless you, hook 'em horns, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.